Retention is where real businesses are built. The fortune isn't in the first sale, it's in the 10th. Client for life mentality. Acquisition might get attention, retention builds empires. Lifetime value is the real scorecard because businesses do not scale on new clients, they scale on repeated ones. Retention is proof your promises match your delivery. And if your churn is high, it's not your marketing, it's your experience. Retention is the real revenue. And when you serve beyond transaction, you create transformation. Client experience becomes your competitive edge. Retention is earned through results and reinforced through connection. I always say there's 2 reasons people leave your business. It's the results they may or may not be getting and the relationship that you're building with them. This goal isn't a one sale, it's a relationship that compounds. Short-term thinking creates transactions, long-term thinking creates legacy. Retention isn't luck, it's structured. Clients for life built on systems, not hope. And today I'm going to show you the exact system of how we build that system out. And it's been something that I've been working with my clients in the School of Mastery. And it takes time to actually go in and implement this process. So when I start working with clinics, what I see, we've got a nice, beautiful flow of new clients coming in, and then we do a lost client report, and that number is quite significantly higher, which means that we've got a leaky bucket. Also means that we look at new client rebook. This is something that if you start to pull these reports, and I'm going to go through this, is rebooking can be quite high, but new client rebook can be quite low. And if our new client rebook is low, they end up in our 8-week lost client report. We've got to make sure that we're looking at the right reports. And a lot of the times what we're doing is then just sending out some kind of offer to try and re-engage clients, but we actually haven't found the data that's going to actually show you exactly what's happening in your business. And I'm going to, through this video, I'm going to show you one of the documents that we use for our coaching clients, and so you can see the process that we do. So we've got to make sure that we actually really understand our client experiences. Most businesses don't have a marketing problem. They have a retention intelligence problem, which means that they haven't got a process around their client experience. And the cost of 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new client than it is to retain one. So if rebooking is, we can be doing all the marketing in the world, but if we're not actually holding the clients, there's just this constant pressure for attracting new clients into your business. I had a client the other day saying, I need to do an offer and get more clients in the book. And I said, that's okay that you want to do a promotion, but let's go and actually have a look at what's actually happening in your business. And when we went in there, the rebooking was low. There was more client. We were losing more clients than we were gaining, which means that we've got a leaky bucket. And when we look at these reports, it will reveal so much. One will be your consultation process, your rebooking. It will show you if there's a team member that keeps coming up in these reports that potentially they need more training. There is so much revealed out of these 4 reports that I'm going to share with you today. And if we're continuously chasing new clients but not holding the clients that we already have, you're on a treadmill in business. But if we can build out retention, it becomes predictable. And predictability builds freedom, and freedom builds wealth. Retention isn't a front desk skill, it's leadership, it's systems, it's standards, it's energy. And every strategy works, but only at the level of the energy that you bring to it. And so I know for a lot of my clients, when they sat down to do it, they were like, oh my God, this is such a big job. And I was like, it is. But once you do it once, you build the system out, the process where all of your clients are. And oh my goodness, what was revealed to my clients, they could straight away know what they needed to train their girls more in. Always consultation, always the rebooking conversation, your treatment plan, and also where the breakdown is. Where are we losing the clients? Are they having one appointment, not coming back? Are they getting through a package, not coming back? And I'm going to share with you what's happening here so you can really get a deep understanding of why retention is so important. Now, I want to take you back. In my clinics, we were really busy, fully booked, and I remember getting my first coach, and he said to me, "Oh, what's your rebooking rate?" And I said, "Oh, we rebook everybody." We had a very busy clinic. And he said, "That's great. I want you to pull the report." One, I didn't even know where to get the report from because I had never looked at reports. How I operated my business was I'd look in my bank account. If there's money in there, I'd spend it. If there wasn't, I'd pull back. That was how I operated my whole business. This was before my epiphany 12 years ago, sitting on the end of my bed thinking, is this as good as it gets? I was working 60 hours in the treatment room and I just wasn't being a leader. So I went out and got the report, and we were rebooking at 42%. So I was rebooking all of my clients, but my team wasn't. We had a breakdown in consultation. We didn't have a structured consultation. My girls didn't understand the importance of rebooking the clients, building the relationships. This was something that we laser focused on, and retention became my obsession. I dove deep into all of these reports that I'm going to share with you today, and it took me time. And I want you to understand is that one of my clinics, we saw over 1,200 clients per month. Across my 3 clinics, it was between 2,000 and 2,500 visits per month. And after putting this work in, for 7 years, we sat at 99% retention. Rebooking was 97 to 100% weekly in all of my clinics. Did it happen overnight? Definitely not. But it happened by what I'm about to share with you today, and this is going to be possible in your business as well. And it didn't happen by accident. It happened because we built out the structure, the strategy. I trained my team, the energetics of client interactions, all of it. So the 4 reports that we need to look at, and because we cannot manage anything we're not measuring. Everything starts with clarity. So the 4 reports that we look at is 1, new clients into the business each week. New client rebook. We have the 8-week lost client report and the long loss clients. So we've got to pull these reports, finding the new clients that are in your business. How many new clients? For an example, just say you had 10 new clients this week, but then you do your 8-week lost client report and you've got 16 people on that report, then we have a leaky bucket. It means that we've probably had low new client rebook. And if we have a look at this, and most of the businesses that I speak to can be between 30 and 50% for new client rebook. And then when we look at lost clients, it can be clients that have cancelled, it can be clients that just haven't rebooked, clients that have no-showed, all of those things. And then we do our long lost client, and we've got a strategy around that, and it's something that we run every quarter to do a re-engagement strategy. But there's no point doing any of this if we don't actually understand where our clients are dropping off. And this is what I want to take you guys through and show you the system that we've built out. If our girls, if there's a team member that keeps coming up in your lost client reports or their rebooking is low, we've got to make sure that we look at rebooking. For me, I held a business of excellence. My expectation was that we rebooked every single client. We trained our clients how we wanted them to behave. I feel like the online system has made us really not lead our clients. You don't go to the doctors and they come up with a prescription for you and a treatment plan and you go, oh, I'll just book online. We've actually got to sit in what we actually do here and really start to honor that we are life transformers. Like, we change people's lives. It's not just about a skin treatment. We give women back their confidence. We get them, they come in and we know all of their secrets. And we've got to lead our clients with certainty and leadership and tell them what they should be doing and making it really easy for them to be in your appointment books and it be a long-term journey, not one-off appointments. Business is really hard if you're relying on one-off appointments, doing offers, hoping people book. It can just become really, really stressful. If we can hold on to the clients that we have, and then new clients into the business become, the cream on top. So this was something that I sat and I really absolutely brought it home with my team. So new clients, is your marketing working? Are you attracting the right clients into your business? Making sure that when you get new clients in, that your consultation and the rebooking conversation is done, that every client absolutely rebooks. It's not leaving it up to them to being online for them to rebook it, or do you want to rebook? The rebooking conversation is done in the first 5 minutes of the conversation. It's the consultation. It is absolutely everything. Retention begins the minute that your client walks in the door. So, and it can be that you have a new client welcome pack, which is something really amazing for your clients to actually give them an orientation, that they are receiving a beautiful welcome pack from you, that you've got a couple of little things in that welcome pack that encourage them to be making their next couple of appointments. Plus, you're always, whether it be a beauty treatment, laser, a skin treatment, that you've actually mapped out a journey for them over the next couple of months. And generally with new clients, if you've been able to identify the problem that you're solving for them, and then sharing the solution, that you lead them with certainty through that conversation. So new client welcome packs, but a compelling consultation. It really is the fundamentals of everything. Your consultation process needs to be unbelievable. And I know in our community, we take everybody through a psychology-based sales process, because that's what your consultation process is. And so the clients feel safe, seen, and there's a level of understanding, but you're also being the authority, and there's a level of trust that's built straight away. And when you can understand the woman that sits in front of you, everything changes. This is something that we have to really, when it comes to our team, our job is to create a thriving environment, to give our team the tools for them to absolutely grow and expand in your business. And as I said, this was something that we worked on in our business. I started to release myself from the business and started to work on these things with my team. And this is how I was able to create multiple 7-figure businesses. My team had results that were like next level, and they weren't the best at everything. But what they were great at is consultation and building relationships and identifying the results that our clients wanted, and they led the clients with certainty. So new client, making sure that your consultation is amazing, that you've got a new client welcome pack, that you're always rebooking every single client. In my business, the only clients that didn't rebook were visitors into town, people that were having extended holidays, and that was really it. Everybody rebooked. We created a rebooking culture, because if we can rebook all of our clients, then it's so much easier. New clients coming into our business was just cream on top. And with us sitting at 99% retention for 7 years, it's nearly unheard of. But if you can focus on this is what you can actually create in your business by team train, making sure that your meeting rhythms are in place with your team. It's expanding them, creating a compelling client experience, which starts with consult, and then really following that journey all the way through with your clients. So new clients, how many new clients are we getting into the business? Okay, then we're going to look at new client rebook. This is the heartbeat. If this number is low, then your consultation is weak. We need to make sure that we have a clear problem that we're solving. That we really, in our consultation process, we have the repair phase, the targeted phase, and the maintenance phase of our consultation and treatment plan. And we make sure that our clients know these 3 phases when they're coming into our business. We make sure they understand the importance of commitment to the journey. So new client rebook is so important. It's talking about outcomes, and it's being confident to lead their clients, plus the follow-up process. Rebooking was not optional. It was positioned as part of our outcomes. We trained for certainty, we role-played weekly, and we tracked individual performance. This will reveal so much. If you've got a team member that her rebooking is low, new clients aren't rebooking, then we need to go in and every team member should be have a training pathway in your business. So the next report is your 8-week lost client report. This is where we go into our reporting system and we go back 8 weeks. So whatever the date is, 8 weeks from this week, and you type in Monday to Saturday, and you do the clients not retained. And this will give you a report from 8 weeks ago, all the clients that do not have a future appointment in your clinic. This will show you, it could be new clients that have come in there. It could be clients that have cancelled that week. It could be clients that have just come in for an offer that maybe you've had in there, but it will reveal all the clients from 8 weeks ago. So you go back and you put the date in, whatever the date is 8 weeks ago, Monday to Saturday, and clients not retained, and it will give you a list of clients. My clients, when they first started doing this, and even when I first started to do this, those lists were big. And then we realized and went into the data. Then we were waiting for our clients to ring. Now, if you leave it up to a client, that you sort of make it really clear when they're to come back, they never come back when you're recommended. And especially if you're trying to get a result, there's always a result that we're going for, whether it be skin, waxing, laser. Even for your clients that are having tans, like really getting them to see the importance of making sure that they book in their tans, really position your clinic. If we don't get you booked in, you might miss out on the treatment time that suits you. We've got to really position ourselves as the go-to clinic. So, but the lost clients, and when you go into that, you can see where the clients have fallen off. Was it first appointment? Was it mid-package? Was it post-package? And they haven't actually gone into the maintenance part of their skin journey. What stage, what team member was it? This is going to identify the skills gaps, the confidence gaps, the result gaps, the client experience consistencies. Then we train, then we refine, then we measure again. There's so much that comes out of these reports. Then we're going to do a long lost client report. So one of the reports that our clients have been doing, they've been going back to October 2024 until October 2025, and clients not retained. So finding these reports, you may have to ring your companies to be able to work out how to get these reports. And then what we do is we make sure we look at every client. And this is also going to reflect where your clients have fallen off. Sometimes a client cancels an appointment. They've got busy, they need to cancel an appointment, and then they just fall out of the journey. But we've missed them because we're not actually looking at this every single week where we can send them a message. Now, with our 8-week clients, the strategy is just reminding them. And I'll talk about that in a little while. Whereas with our long lost clients, one, we want to get the data. Were the results clear? Was the journey clear? Where did they fall off? Did we follow up? These are all the things that we need to identify. Was it a particular team member? And then each week we find a process for this. Now, one of the things that I'm going to show you right now is what we use for our clients as far as we call it the daily magic hour. And this is the report that we actually use. So we can always know where our clients are. And this is part of our School of Mastery and the documentation that we use. So we get all of our new clients in here. Each week we put all of our new clients in there. You can say the month that they came, the action. What we do is we work out, did they rebook? Did they rebook their next appointment? So didn't they rebook? Did they rebook their next appointment? Was there a new client welcome pack given to them? Yes or no? And then some notes. So we can really start to identify clients that are new, and we want to really, new clients, we've got clients that have gone from 30% new clients, that they were only rebooking new clients, and they've got that up to 70% now through tightening up their client experience consultation process. So that's new clients. Then we've got our lost clients, which is the 8-week report that we pull. So we go back 8 weeks, we type in Monday to Saturday when the clinic is open, and we actually get all of these clients in here, and we can say what month it was, the action that you've taken, and we look and we see, did we get them to do a reminder text? Did they rebook, or are they non-engaged? Now, one of the things when our clients came through, we made it very clear when they have an appointment with us that we have a follow-up system. All of our clients gave us a text message back. We did this through text messaging and voice noting. I know that there's an automation system on there here. I would really recommend that at this present moment that you're doing this manually. So we actually had one of my team members, once we got the system in place, and she took full control of this, and then she'd just report to me. So we can also say in there, cancelled last appointment. We've got all of this documented. We also have long lost clients, and this is where we dive deep a little bit more, and we start to, when they're in the actions, we have where did they drop off. This is really important data. This will identify to you where your team needs more training. It'll show you the consultation, like if there was a first appointment and didn't rebook. Was it they cancelled before their second appointment, which means that they haven't been able to see the value in what you've presented as the solution. You may not have identified what the problem is that you're solving. Did they cancel mid-package? Did it could have been a membership, it could have been a package that they were doing. Say it was 3 or 6 skin needling, and did they drop off after that? Or were they not a right fit? We also want to make sure that we know the problem that we were solving. Was it acne, pigment, aging, inflammation? And this should be in your notes from your team. So we've got to really tighten this up. And then what stage was it? Was it the repair phase, the targeted phase, or the maintenance phase in your treatment plan? And then who was the team member? And then we get to do some notes. This is a lot of work, and we also do it for beauty as well. So we've got that there for our clients to be able to look at their beauty clients as well and see, where the clients actually dropped off. So, and then we activate a process to be able to share, to be able to re-engage those clients. But there is no point re-engaging clients if you don't know what the problems are, because you're going to just keep having these problems and not actually be able to reveal where in your client experience the clients are dropping off, or a team member that needs more training. So this is a full system that needs to be built out. So what we need to do is then build out a system. A lot of our business owners have built out a system. Monday, they look at the reports, get all the clients in. Then they diagnose the patterns, and then they activate what's going to happen. Now, when you first start doing this, it is a big process. Now, some of our clients have had 500 and 600 long lost clients on that report. But the beautiful thing is that they've been able to actually find out where the clients have fallen off in their treatment pathway, in their treatment plan. And a lot of it was they never made it to the maintenance phase. So we know in the consultation that the maintenance hasn't been talked about enough. Maintenance is everything. So we repair, we do the targeted treatment to say you're treating pigmentation. So we're going to repair the barrier. We're then going to do our targeted treatment, which could be a mixture of IPLs, it could be laser genesis, some needling, the bigger guns that you pull out. Obviously, we want our skin to be as healthy as possible. Then we go into the targeted, but we also need the client to understand the importance of maintenance. It's like going to the gym. You go to the gym, you don't go once and have a six-pack. You go for 6 months, you get the six-pack, but we have to have a maintenance process for us to be able to keep the six-pack. And it's the same as when it comes to skin. So then you've got to build out your process. And we didn't try to fix everything all at once. We sort of found the leaks, we found the problems, then we made small refinements, and then what happens is it compounded over time. It's really training your team. You're going to be able to identify where they need training. So what happened is our lost clients reduced. Our lifetime value increased of our clients because we held that retention number for such a long period of time, and because we ran these reports. So what we used to do is my front of house would print out the new clients and the rebook. She would do the 8-week lost client. So we go back 8 weeks. A client in your business is classed as a lost client if they have not had an appointment in 8 weeks. If you think about any appointment, except for if you're a cosmetic injector, which you can do your report at 12 weeks, and maybe lash lifts where they're a little bit longer, and also IPL. But if you do this laser, so our laser clients, once they'd had their 5 or 6 treatments, could fall into, but we'd still have them rebooked. So they never actually fell into this report. 8 weeks, and what we do is we activate a reminder. Hello, Rebecca. We've noticed that it's been 2 months since we last saw you. We identify the problem that we're solving. I know we're really working hard on your pigmentation, and we want to make sure that we get those results for you. So we have to stay consistent. And so what we would do is we would send a mixture of voice note or text messages. And we had this all pre-framed, and I had one team member that took part of this. So what would happen is our front of house would print the reports. So she'd do new clients, and the new client rebook would be there. We would have lost clients, which is the 8-week lost clients, and the report would be there, every team members. And we touched on this every single week in our power hour. And then every quarter we did long lost clients to reactivate those clients that have already known, liked and trusted us, but we found the data on where they fell off. So just an example, one of our girls, we saw her coming up in that lost client reports a lot. So what we did is we took her back into the room and got her to do a few treatments on us, and we realized there was a few tweaks that needed to be made to her consultation and the way that she was doing treatments, and then also how she connected with clients. Everything is revealed in these 4 reports that you're going to run. So our front of house would print off the reports. The girls would then go in and actually report on all of these reports. And then what we would do is deploy the activation, or whether it was new clients that hadn't rebooked, we reached out to them to get them in, and we had a script around that. We also, for lost clients, we would just remind them that we want to make sure that we're getting the results for them, and it's time for them to book their next appointment. For long lost clients, if it was first time appointment, hey Rebecca, I know that you came to see us about your pigmentation, and it's been a couple of months now, just wanted to see how you went with solving that problem. Starts a conversation. We would do this through voice notes and mostly text messages. And our clients knew that we were going to follow up with them always. And we would do follow-ups on new clients. We'd do a follow-up on our clients, existing clients that were trying, because a lot of our clients would be on skin. They'd also be our laser clients. And we also are specialised in brows as well. And they could be moving around in our business, and we made sure that if they got a new product, if they tried something new, we'd always have a message that went out to see how everything was going, and our clients always message back because we set that expectation in our consultation process. And this is something that is so important. A lot of the time we're just not present with our clients. Retention is everything. This is a system that we do in the School of Mastery, and it has had such a profound change. These are the things that I implemented in my business to get our retention to 99% for 7 years. So what we had to do is keep hiring more girls because we held our clients to be able to hold more clients in our business. And I'm sure that's a problem that you would like to have. If you're constantly chasing new clients and you're not actually holding the clients that you already have, we have a problem, a retention problem in your business. And if you go back and absolutely identify where your leaks are and you start to fill the gaps, this is how you create a business that you're not relying on new clients all the time. New clients are cream on top. We know that our marketing's working, but if we can actually create a wow experience in our business. One of the things that I did was one of our team trainings is I got the girls, we went out the front. I said, right, let's look at this business like we are a client. What do we see when we look at the front of the building? Made sure that was immaculate. When they came in, the drink station, what could they smell? What could they see? How were they greeted? We had 17 touch points for our clients. It's creating a wow client experience. And with AI and everything that's happening right now, this will be probably the most important thing that you do in your business. It's going to take time. It's building out the systems. And if you want to get a clear system, reach out. I'm going to drop a little link below for you to jump on the wait list for joining us in the School of Mastery. This is one of the systems that we give you. This has absolutely changed the game for my clients, where we rebook every client. We really take control of our consultation process. We teach all the strategies that go with this. And my consultation and the way that I teach consultation is completely different. It's a psychological based consultation. It's not about us just talking at clients. It's really identifying their pain points, having empathy, really consciously and subconsciously walking through your clients through a process that they understand that you understand them and that you have the solution for them. And these are things that we build out. There's so much gold in here. It's not even just new and lost clients. It's your consultation process. It's how you train your team. But this will absolutely identify so much. You've seen the report that we use. And if you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is something that I need in my business, then with new clients, where are they coming from? Are they seeing something on socials? Is it a friend that's, really identifying where your clients are coming from? This is super cool. It's such a great process. This was the thing that helped me build multiple 7-figure businesses. We held all of our clients, and you can do this in your business as well. It's just learning the systems and taking the time to build out the processes, and it will absolutely change the game. Because remember, clients for life is the mindset that we need to have, and it's our job to create a thriving environment for our team to thrive, for them to be able to really connect with their clients and create a compelling experience. And this is the opportunity that we have. So let me know in the comment section the bit that you've loved the most. There could be questions, drop them in the chat, and I can't wait to answer these for you.